We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good morning, Northeast Mississippi. This is Newsbreak for Friday, August 25th. I'm Brad Locke. Thanks for joining us. And just a reminder that Newsbreak comes to you each weekday at 7 a.m. You can watch it on djournal.com, Facebook, YouTube, or the Daily Journal's mobile apps for Apple and Android devices. I'm going to spend the next few minutes looking at news, sports, and weather for Northeast Mississippi. Let's start with the weather forecast for today. Partly cloudy skies. We're going to see a high around 90 degrees, a low of 66, just a 10% chance of rain. 3-day outlook: Saturday, clouds early on, then sunshine, high of 90, low of 66, 0% chance of rain. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a high of 88, low of 69, 20% chance of rain. And then Monday, could see some scattered thunderstorms. Going to see a high of about 85, low of 67. The chance of rain is 60%. Let's take a look now at some of the top stories from the Daily Journal and djournal.com on this Friday. A documentary film company will tell Tupelo Story as part of a Mississippi Bicentennial project. Blue Magnolia Films has partnered with the city of Tupelo to tell 8 stories from different points of view. It's part of the Celebrating Storytelling project, which will culminate with 100 different stories by the end of the year. Community participants have spent the week finding a topic, representing it, and bringing it to fruition. Armed with an iPhone 7 Plus, each participant was tasked with choosing an aspect of the community and telling its story. The resulting images will be posted online through social media. They will also be integrated into interactive gallery projects in the downtown area in September, and they will be presented in a book highlighting stories throughout the state. Tupelo topics represented include Elvis Presley, George McClain, and preservation and revitalization. The public is invited to view each project on Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Elvis Presley Birthplace and Museum during a free screening. The projects will be on display again in September to coincide with Tupelo bicentennial events. The 3rd annual Recovery Walk is set for September 2nd at Fair Park in Tupelo. The 1.3-mile walk will begin at 9 a.m. The event will include an address from Tupelo Mayor Jason Shelton, a panel of speakers who will share the impact of addiction and recovery on their lives, and a live performance by Jason West. Keith Henry, founder and president of Addiction Recovery Resources, said the event is part of an effort to let people know that recovery is real, possible, and available in their community. Refreshments will be provided by Kermit's Outlaw Kitchen, Southern Sisters, Cafe 212, and Starbucks. The free event will end at noon. People will be able to make donations at the event to help support the work of Addiction Recovery Resources, which is a nonprofit group that provides peer support services for those recovering from addiction. For more information about the Recovery Walk or an appointment to seek services, call 662-760-4571. A state-of-the-art vocational education facility on Baldwyn High School's campus will soon be ready for students. Construction began in April and is slated to be complete by October 9th. The 11,900 square foot building will include 4 classrooms, 2 workshops with extended ceilings, and 1 conference room. It will also have 4 offices, 2 bathrooms, a lobby, a dock lift, and expandable entrances. In the meantime, Baldwyn students taking VOTEC classes are being housed in the high school's main building. Once it's ready, those classes will move to the new facility. Baldwyn Superintendent Jason McKay said those classes will move to the more hands-on parts of their curriculum once they move to the Career Advancement Center. The district passed a $2 million bond issue in January to fund the project. Students from Boonville and Wheeler High Schools will also attend VOTEC courses at Baldwyn High. And in sports, tonight's high school football slate includes the annual Skunk Bowl. That's a rivalry game between Baldwyn and Boonville, and making this rivalry a little richer than most is the deep ties both coaching staffs have to their respective schools. Mike Maddox is in his 25th year at Boonville, including his 8th as head coach. Assistant coach Rick Coggin has been on staff 26 years, while 2 other assistants have been there 10-plus seasons. At Baldwyn, Michael Gray is in his 9th year as head coach and 24th overall at the school. Assistants Greg Tucker, Drew Allen, and Neil Allen have all been there for several years and also were former Bearcat players. Boonville enters tonight's contest with a 1-0 record after defeating Moorville last week. Baldwyn lost its season opener against New Albany. Other notable games tonight include Tupelo at Corinth, New Albany at Itawamba AHS, and Oxford at Starkville. For more on the stories I talked about today, be sure to pick up a copy of your daily journal or visit djournal.com. Also, be sure to check out one of the podcasts we produce here at the Daily Journal, The Memo, all things Northeast Mississippi, news and entertainment. New episodes every Wednesday and Friday. You can find it in iTunes, any of your podcast apps, or at memo.djournal.com. So be sure to check out today's episode. We visit with Jenna Parsons to talk about this week's food section. Also, M. Scott Morris offers his review of the movie Logan Lucky, and Derek fills us in on what's happening on the local entertainment scene. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at DJournalNow. Give our Facebook page a like as well. That's all for Newsbreak on this Friday. I'm Brad Locke. Y'all have a good weekend.